Hi students! In this video, we will review the August 2022 Algebra 1 Regents. This video will contain the solutions to questions numbers 16 through 20. Go ahead and grab a notebook and a pencil, and let's get started. Number 16. When 3x squared plus 7x minus 6 plus 2x cubed is written in standard form, the leading coefficient is... Let's talk about what is a leading coefficient. The leading coefficient is the number to the left of the term with the biggest exponent. So let's take a look at our polynomial. As I'm scanning through here, I notice that the term with the biggest exponent is positive 2x cubed. So what's the number to the left? It's positive 2. That's going to be our leading coefficient. So when we actually write this in standard form, we would have 2x cubed plus 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. But since positive 2 starts off our polynomial, that is our leading coefficient. Which of the equations below have the same solution? Let's go ahead and solve. For the first problem, we're going to perform the distributive property. We have 10 times x and 10 times negative 5. So 10x minus 50 equals negative 15. We can add 50 on both sides. So 10x equals 35 and x equals 3.5. That is the value of x for answer choice 1. Let's look at answer choice 2. We're going to distribute 2 times x and 2 times negative 2. So 4 plus 2x minus 4 equals 9. These 4s are going to cancel out. So we have 2x equals 9 and x equals 4.5. So already we're seeing that these two x values are not the same. For this last problem, anytime you have a fractional coefficient, the easiest thing to do is to multiply both sides by the reciprocal. Why is that? 3 over 1 times 1 over 3, we would end up having 3 times 1 is 3, and 1 times 3 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is technically 1. So for this equation, we would have x equals 9 over 2, which is 4.5. So number 2 and 3 have the same solution. So the correct answer is choice 3. Number 19. In the process of solving the equation 10x squared minus 12x minus 16 equals 6, George wrote 2 times 5x squared minus 14x equals 2 times 3. Followed by 5x squared minus 14x equals 3. Which properties justify George's process? If we take a look at the difference between the original equation and what George wrote here, this is technically the distributive property, but just in reverse. If George were to combine negative 12x and negative 16x, he would have had 10x squared minus 28x equals 6. And then he went ahead and factored out the common terms. So you factor out a 2, and you have 5x squared minus 14x equals 2 times 3. So this is basically the distributive property in reverse, right? If we were to multiply, we would go ahead and get the 10x squared minus 28x. But by factoring out the GCF, it's just the reverse of the distributive property. So that's one of the properties that can justify George's process, the distributive property. The next property is, I noticed there are 2's here, and then those 2's somehow disappear. So the only operation we can do to have the 2's disappear is to divide both sides of the equation by 2. And these 2's will cancel. So now we have 5x squared minus 14x equals 3. So we call that the division property of equality. So the correct answer is choice 4. Number 20. A sequence is defined recursively by a sub 1 equals negative 2 and a sub n equals 3 times a sub n minus 1 plus 1. What is the value of a sub 4, which is the fourth term in the sequence? Let's write out all the terms. A sub 1 equals negative 2. A sub 2 equals 3 times negative 2 plus 1. So we're simply taking the term that came right before it and adding it to the expression here. 3 times negative 2 plus 1, that gives us negative 5. A sub 3 equals 3 times negative 5 plus 1, which is negative 14. And finally, A sub 4 equals 3 times negative 14 plus 1 equals negative 41. So answer choice 1 is the correct answer. If you learned something in this video, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.